Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing program. Thank you so much for joining us wherever you are joining from. I appreciate you for your contribution and I appreciate you for being part of this program all the time. Please, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Like and share to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you. We must send this message across. This platform where you are watching this program is Biafra Exodus Hard Talk TV, a platform where we speak about the things that concern Biafran people, a platform where we bring information coming from the Zoological Republic, coming from the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, coming from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. In this platform, we say things the way they are. We don't hide things. We expose the Zoological Republic in all their fraud. And in this episode, I'm going to share with you a mind-blowing video. In this very video I'm about to play, you are going to see how the fraudulent Nigeria politicians are promoting fraud. How Nigerian politicians have turned fraud to comedy. And they are shamelessly defending their fraud in the public. It is a shame. It is a shame. When Biafrans say they don't want to be part of Nigeria, you won't understand until when you look through. From the informations coming from their own conventional media and social media, you will understand that the only choice for every sensible person in that zoo is to walk out and get a country where human beings can exist. Let us watch this video. Watch carefully from the beginning to the end. You will understand why I played the video. And after watching, go to the comment section and put down your comments. You are not going to remain the same after watching the video. You will know why we are doing what we are doing, and you have no choice than to support Biafra. Let's watch.
Let's begin what's trending. Following revelations by the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission on Tuesday that senators occupying legislative seats in the Red Chamber earned 1 million naira as salary and allowances per month. A senator representing Kano South, Kwawu Somalia, on Wednesday countered the commission, saying that he receives 21 million naira as running cost monthly. The chairman of the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission, Shehu Mohammed, had insisted during an Arise exclusive interview that according to the law, the senators earn 1.06 million naira monthly as salary and allowances. Well, let's take a listen before we come back for a discussion.
A senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria earns 12,766,320 naira, which translates into 1.063 million naira monthly. That's what the law is. I'm not saying what he say is not true, but I'm telling you what is in the law, what we did, what is in existence. This is something that you see it in the newspapers that somebody alleges that they get this amount, that amount. Every time online, you see different figures. Even my friends, they send some of this information to me that a senator earns this, he earns that, but may not necessarily be the truth. As far as I know, as far as the commission is concerned, this is what is in the law. This is what I believe the government is paying the senators and members of House of Representatives.
All right, this is a complete indictment, really. I mean, we are here, we're seeing, Ramfact Chair saying that it's the law. I mean, does it fall within his purview to also do that sort of investigation? Because he has said it. We see so many figures bandied around. Kano Senator, we hail you. He said 21 million naira in allowances. Rufi, you are on fire yesterday.
I'm on fire. Obi here is Bonnie not. I'm on fire. I'm singing Lloyd Banks. Who's going to stop me? Oji, I said it yesterday.
You did.
It made no practical sense what the Ramfact chief was saying. 1 million naira. So politicians that I knew of somebody that ran for Senate in 2019. He didn't get it in the end. He had expended over 200 million. I knew people that sold their houses in Lekki to run for Senate, cumulatively close to $1 billion. And you think they're going to run for that just to be able to get $1 million naira a month, which is not up to the amount they will rent out their BQ in Lekki? Are you kidding me? It's not possible. And I was vindicated. I was totally vindicated. So the Ramfact chief does not know what he's saying. Practical reality, senator that is earning the money that is getting the bank alert napakam. Let me know the bounce. Bank alert napakam is 21 million.
We're having too much
But
fun.
the shocking thing is, Oji, professors are earning less than $1 million in this country. We struggle to get 70,000 minimum wage. Doctors are earning far less. Farmers are earning far less. But people that only need a primary school certificate, a lot of violence, and political favoring can earn 21 million because they're senators of the Federal Republic. We need to rejig things because it's not
Absolutely.
sustainable.
Absolutely.
And the country can't continue to run this way.
Absolutely.
So, Oji, also, I was correct.
Yeah.
That money is even chicken feed for some of their girlfriends.
Yes.
A man that earns 21 million can decide to give a woman 1 million.
Well, I was listening to your newspaper review earlier. If you can pull up Daily Trust newspaper, what did that article say? If you can pull that up, I believe that they were saying senators' monthly pay hits 2 billion, and it also needs real scrutiny at this point. I think that Daily Trust did well in that with that caption, just to highlight that plight. And we have been talking about cutting the cost of governance. The senators, something's got to give. I think that's my new language now for this era. Something's got to give. Well, Nigerians have been reacting to a Premium Times report alleging that a French court has authorized the seizure of 3 presidential jets linked to the federal government of Nigeria. 2 of the jets are said to be part of the Nigerian Presidential Air Fleet, which were reported to be put up for sale, while the third is an Airbus 330, which was purchased by Nigeria but yet to be delivered. Well, according to the report, the presidential jets were reportedly seized after an application by a Chinese company whose export processing zone management contract was revoked by the Ogun State government in 2016. A court had awarded about $74.5 million in compensation. I mean, which kind wahala be this? A lot of people have reacted on social media. Let me just take this from Okweoluwa, who wrote, well, moving forward, if a state must go into an agreement, contract with a foreign partner, it must be sanctioned by the federal government or the OAGF, that's the Attorney General of the Federation. If the agreement must be cancelled, it must be with the explicit consent of the federal government and the OAGF. Which kind wahala be this? That was the tweet that I found. But the federal government at this point is having to, pay for what the state government has, accrued. But we need to hear from the Ogun State government as to the reason why that, Chinese contract was revoked. We also need to hear from the federal government as to what was supposed to have been done in order to avert this sort of embarrassment for Nigeria, according to the news that is being bandied around now.
Yeah, this is an embarrassing story, and I had to give context that this happened in 2016, so it's not the current administration in Ogun State that's responsible for this. However, governance is a continuum. So whether or not it was in 2016, and this is why we keep emphasizing on leadership, because a decision made by a particular administration could have far-reaching effects even down the line, years and years afterwards, and this is what we've seen here. The award of over $70 million as a result of that failed transaction was actually done by an independent arbitrary court, and this was done that they should pay. They were owing because of the way their transaction wasn't honored, and the fact that an agreement wasn't honored according to the contracts that had been agreed by both parties. Years down the line, sometimes we feel that when it comes to judgment and courts, the way we do it anyhow in Nigeria, whereby you can choose to honor or dishonor a particular judgment, you can do it with international bodies. It's not the same anywhere. And so now these 3 aircraft are being held as almost collateral, and the judgment is that until Ogun State honors and pays the bailiff to the tune of about $76 million, they won't release the aircraft. And now the federal government is suffering from a decision and bad administration, bad judgment by a particular administration. This is not the only thing. Remember the P&ID case? We've had a number of cases like this where we almost bury our heads in the sand and then we have to pay years and years later for it. I can't imagine the interest that accrued on this over the years, and now we are having to pay. Where is the money to pay for it, OG? This aircraft, the third one you mentioned, hasn't even been delivered. The other 2 went for maintenance. The third aircraft, which Nigeria is reportedly have paid over $100 million, is also being held to ransom as as a result of this bad this contract that went sour. So like you mentioned, we have to hear from the Ogun State government as to why they didn't, what happened. So we get the true picture of things, but to be honest, the court had ruled. So the court had the opportunity to hear both sides of the story and ruled in favor of Zhangzhun, which is a Chinese company. So maybe let's start paying off the debts. That's just the penalty.
Million so they've kidnapped
dollars. They've kidnapped
them ransom.
Yes, they're holding it. They're holding it. Three. Yes. Just like that, Rufai.
Is it the president what they want to go and say?
Well, we don't know. I believe one of them that they said that has not yet been delivered is probably the one in contention. One of them. So they said jet, not yours.
So what we bought it? They've kidnapped.
All right, $74.5 million is what they're asking. Well, according to the report. Well, speaking about court papers, the governor of Kano State, Abba Yusuf, on Wednesday said suspected hoodlums took away documents of alleged corruption cases against Abdullahi Ganduje, the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, during the End Bad Governance protest. The governor made the allegations while addressing the damage done to the court on Wednesday. He described those who took away the court documents as enemies of Kano. Ganduje, who was a former governor of Kano, is facing graft allegations levied against him, as well as members of his family and associates.